Good morning. Good morning. Seven o'clock is right around the corner. Getting my camera all set up. All right. Morning. This is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Thanking good Lord for a new day to trade. Remember, shorting small caps is very, very high risk. Do not trade with more than you can lose. So ABOS, a little bit bigger market cap, I believe. At least somebody in the Discord said that. Bigger market cap than I usually trade, so I wasn't interested in it. Yeah, 250 million. Let's see what kind of new PRs just came out. Not really seeing anything. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, not really seeing anything. Strong recovery ABOS. Private placement. This was a private placement news. I think it was, I already forgot. We were talking about in the Discord. $36 million at $3.30. Private placement's a little tricky sometimes, depending on how much it is and the price that they're getting it at. These moves will vary, but since it's a bigger market cap and that's a decent sized private placement, I'm just going to leave it alone. Let's see if it fills VWAP here. NOTE, see the name Trump, primary source Trump, presidential transcript to AI agents and enterprise systems. I don't think that's enough to really move it, but I just noticed it said Trump. No volume. Good morning. Good morning. I feel like we're going to have a good week this week. Let's see. I don't always feel that way going into the week, but this week I do. So hopefully it pans out. It's been a decent month for me so far, so I can't complain. Haven't had a red day yet, so I hope it stays that way. CTMX, getting a little pop here. I don't know what's going on with it. CTMX, strong move too. Ooh. Oh, it's a big market cap. Must be earnings. I'm not playing it. Too big a market cap for me. It's a legit company. I like shorting trash. Continues to demonstrate positive data supporting potential as a new treatment option in late line colorectal cancer. It's only positive phase 1 though. This seems excessive for positive phase one. I might end up playing this. I feel like I'm missing something. I might scale into it. I'm gonna slowly scale into it here. It's bigger than my market cap, but again, that's not a hard rule. I don't have very many just hard set rules. These are like be cautious. So got my first entry there. Very small though, because again, these just hold their gains too well. So I'm gonna play it small, scale in. Let me pull up the daily. Oh, we're in breakout. Oh no, not really. We are breaking out on the chart too. This just feels excessive. Am I missing anything? All right, I had another scale at 6.99. So I'm only in a few shares. Oh, this thing's pushing too. This is why I need to respect my market cap rules. So next entry will be 7.45. All right, I'm in another 200 shares. I'm doing it small, so I'm only in 600 shares. Because again, I don't do as well with these bigger market caps, but I do like the early pops. They got an earnings today too. Got it. So no telling what's being said right now. I usually don't love earnings plays either, but I'm gonna keep scaling into this one. They must have said something pretty good. So next entry, 7.95. So I got one at 7.45 now. So decent average. I'm actually now in the money, or break even basically. Now I'm not, but the point is, just going to slowly scale in, and I'll probably take profits quick on this one, just because these are not my best plays, earnings or larger market caps, but playing it small. %60, that's crazy. 60% up. Like I said, next entry 7.95. Pull up the daily again. I don't know, that 10 looks kind of appealing. We got a level at, a pretty strong level at 9. And then another previous pop. That goes way back. Not saying those levels don't matter, but that's, I mean, that's way on back. Oh, my 7.95 got filled, so I'm in 800 shares now. First little flush, I'm probably going to dip out though. But again, playing it small. Y'all know I do sizing based on conviction, so conviction is not the highest on this one. Bro, this thing is showing strength. Sure, I'm there for a little small red. Just get my size down. And then if we get to 7, I'm just going, oh, I didn't realize I was still in the daily. It's, all right, I'm out. I'm going to get out here. Ooh, I'm a little slow. But I small green on that trim. Now I'm only in 400. If we break back below 7, I'm just going to close. Dang, that was my chance to get out. If I was messing with the chart. I'm not going to make much on it, but I kind of just want to get out. So we had another trim there, so I'm only in 200. Had one sitting at 703, so I'm only in 200 shares now. So it really doesn't matter what it does at this point. I'm not going to really make anything on it, but it's just showing a lot of strength. And these market caps usually just grind. Yeah, my next exit was 688. I don't even know why I did that. I had a feeling it was going to pop at 7. So I have 200 at 703. It tapped real quick. And then I had the other one at 688. But since I'm only in 200 now, I'm not stressing too much about it. Like I said, I'm just going to call this one break even. That 795 ad helped. Get my average up a little bit. And usually when I scale, especially by the 3rd or 4th scale, I like for the size to be a little bit bigger. But since this is outside of my typical market cap size, I don't treat them the same. This is just like I said, lower conviction. Kind of regretted even getting in it. I thought it was just phase 1, but if they have an earning, no telling what's being said on it, what numbers they're presenting. Just don't know. Could be a buyout, probably not, but you know, you just never know what's being discussed. Well, I don't even know if it's happening right now. Is it right now or later? Oh, here it is. Financial results. They posted it. So revenue, oh, that's not even that good. The revenue's down. The R&D's down. Oh, the R&D spend's down. The revenue's down 45%. I might hold on to these 200. Yeah, I'm not going to make anything off this play, but their cash is up. But they're positive. So the positives of this PR, their operating expenses reduced. They had the positive phase 1 data. Their cash is up, but I don't know. I don't really think it's that impressive. There we go. Yeah, now it's flipping red on this candle. And it hit my 688, so I'm out. I forgot to remove it, but I'm okay with that. But yeah, the earnings didn't look that impressive to me. Yeah, J Money, I didn't even see that gap fill. Yeah, their total revenue for the 3rd quarter was $6 million, a decrease from $33.4 million. Operating expenses was $21.7 million. which is it's good they dropped that, but the reason their cash is up because they completed 100 million financing. Someone joined the team as their chief business officer. Yeah, this move was excessive. Oh, and it's still dropping. I should have held some. But yeah, all right, whatever. Small green, I'll take it, but it's that move seems excessive. Did you just have one entry, J Money? Yeah, I should have held some. If I would have realized how trash this earnings was. But it was showing some strength there for a second. Yeah, I wish I would have added a little bigger around 8.2, but I didn't see that gap fill, so I was just taking little stabs. My average was barely north of 7. So like I said, barely made anything on it. We'll find us a better play here shortly, Monday, so we should get a decent amount of PRs today. Oh no, T-Bone, you hit this one. You probably caught on to that, how trash the earnings were quicker than I did. Three eyes, nice. I think I had 4, but I did it small. Y'all know, usually don't even play these market caps. And again, guys, this is the hardest part to teach. I size based on conviction. Earnings plus bigger market caps, you're never going to see me go heavy. But this was a beautiful move. It's already dropped $2 from $8 to $6. And again, it's not because these don't fade. They can fade, but data just says I do not do as well with them, and they tend to grind. And I think it's probably just how I play them. I get in a little too heavy, a little too early. Don't give them space to do their thing, but nice play if anybody caught this and held. There's a big bid sitting at 6 I just saw, so it looks like they're trying to hold it from dropping under 6, but man, that's a nasty flush. 2 5-minute candles covering $2. I don't think they want it to fall below 6 though. We missed a big one, AIRS, really? I didn't even get any notification for it. That was a pretty decent little move. I'm gonna turn on my other scanner too so I can hear. right, I have my backup scanner now, so hopefully not too many things will get by us. So that popped on AirSculpt Technology announces its intent to delay the filing of its annual report. Oh, they teased it with some numbers, but the revenue was still down. Weird move. CTMX back up. Yeah, again, I don't like the bigger market caps, but this seems excessive for the earnings I read. Yeah, I'm not playing it anymore. Ooh, I saw a $200,000 order at 720. That was the size of it, 213. I mean, he's getting destroyed right now. It's already got knocked down to 180, but that's a big order for a $7 stock. Must have been spoofing though, because it just disappeared. They got a fill though, about 40,000 it looked like. See if they dump it now or. Yeah, you saw that as well. Oh, I saw my bid, but no telling what's going on with this ticker, to be honest. Because I saw a pretty big order at 6 too. That's why I said I think it's probably going to bounce there. And it did end up bouncing, but I just saw another one on the bid, but then it disappeared. And sometimes you can read into these. I actually pay attention to them because a lot of times it's you'll see the stock kind of follow, but a lot of times it's spoofing too, and then they just disappear. So who knows? Yeah, J Money, I saw that too. That's exactly what I was talking about. I was like, ooh. I think it was a little over 200 at one point. I saw it and it was like 213,000 shares times $7. That's a $1.5 million order. AIRS trying to pop back up. I don't know, that PR seemed weak to me. I want to see it push a little bit more, but wouldn't be surprised if this is a little dead cat bounce or something. All right, a little bit higher, I'll be interested. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start scaling in. If it hits my 239, it did. My next one's 249. A little bit bigger, twice the size. Let me look at that PR one more time, just make sure I'm not missing anything. There we go. Got the fill, broke a new high. We're pushing, so let's see where it might go. On the, let's see. So it might, I don't see any levels I just like absolutely love on it, but 329 was a top recently. We have 200s between the first one, the EMA's at 414, the SMA's at 5. So I'm back in the money on this one, but I might let it, I usually don't like holding the second bounce if it breaks a new high like this, but since it was just a quick wick, I'm gonna try to at least hold it back to like VWAP. But yeah, they missed revenue estimates, I think. Let's see. This is same store sales improved though. Let me see, we're getting close to where I want to start trimming though. So let me, I'll look, you know what? I'm gonna trim a little here. 228, okay. And depending on price action, I might just close it all right here. I want to see what it does at this level. So still holding. Two-thirds of the position. Because I was only in 1,500 shares. I only added 500, then I added 1,000. So I already trimmed the 500. I might trim another 500 here, 222 if it gets filled. It didn't, so I moved it up to 225, just got filled. So I'm only riding out 500 now. See if we can round trip with these. Okay, their revenue for the same stores was down single digits in December. but the same store revenue improved, I think, overall in the year. Fourth quarter 2025 preliminary revenue 33.4 million with same store revenue down 16 million. Here we go. We're breaking below VWAP. There we go. We're in the two teens now. Yeah, I don't like playing the earnings too much this early in the morning. I'm barely awake. And you really got to kind of dig in. NSRX. NSRX. So I'm just going to leave these. We're in the two teens on AIRS, so I'm just going to see if they keep falling. NSRX, let's see what's going on with this fella. Israeli, 2.9 million float, 43 million market cap. Phase 2 data, honestly think it can push, so I'm avoiding. Phase 2 is iffy, but it's got a time. It can go either way, but since it's Israeli and smaller float, I'm gonna pass. I think it can push, and we're seeing it. I think it's a better long probably, but I'm just gonna sit it out. We're flushing now. Might not be a bad dip buy right here. Yeah, it got recovered pretty quick. And again, it could flush, guys, but since this is Israeli small float and phase 2, I think there's a chance it might hold on. I'm not going to consider a long on it because I still think the market conditions are garbage. You won't see me take longs until I really see things flip. But it's flushing. Hope some of y'all caught this one. Man, the market's so weak right now. Small float, Israeli, and phase 2, and it's still flushed. Regardless if it runs, and I still think there's a chance it might, but there's huge scalping opportunities for it. It went all the way up to 940-ish, all the way back down to 7 now. It's $2.40 it dropped. So I should have played it, but I mean, I could have played it. Maybe not, I should have. But yeah, this market is still so weak. That's a good sign though, guys. I might short everything after this. Oh, look at that beautiful flush. Missed this one. But like I said, when it heats up, these type of plays can move a little, but man, we're in such a weak market condition. I need to start taking advantage of it, add a little more size to some of these pre-market plays. I don't trade too much size in pre-market because it's a lot more illiquid, but we are getting flush after flush after flush. Oh, and it's a newer IPO, and it still didn't hold out. Hold up. Gosh, this is a bear market. But pre-market's been weak for a minute, but this is like a new level of weak. Like if this was a different market condition, I would say this would probably be a good dip buy. But like I said, I'm not taking any longs until I see the market. And I never take very many longs, but like I can't imagine being a long in this pre-market, trading this pre-market. It's brutal. ARS kind of forgot about it. It did drop a little bit lower. I might just end up. You know what I do? I'm gonna set a stop. I'm still gonna be 231. If it gets over 231, I'm gonna stop out. Still be nice and green. If not, I'm gonna just let it fade in the background. Didn't play this one too big either. Just was in 1,500 shares, 239 entry and 249 entry. But the 249, I was in 1,000 shares, so that helped. Because I'm about 30 cents in the money on those shares. But I want to see if it keeps dropping. Jeremiah, would you say leave the longs to Roth? Yeah, when things heat up, I might take more. It's funny because you always say like bears think a certain way and longs think a certain way, and we don't see the other side. Now I say I will take longs, and you're telling me not to. But I'm not going to take one in this market. This is a trash long market. No, it is the wrong time for sure, for sure. I don't know what PR I would have to see. What broker you use? I get asked this a lot. I need to make that little TradeZero thing on the sidebar like flash or something. It's TradeZero. CYN. Oh, NSRX is, let's see what it does here. Took it long enough to make a new move. So I drew a level here in the past. I don't know what it was. I'm trying to go to daily. There's a little bit of congestion in this area. It's on its second leg up. $8 million float, 12 million market cap, all red AskEdgar. They have NVIDIA in their press release, but it's not a partnership. They're just using NVIDIA stuff. This news was 30 minutes ago. I think I might start scaling into this one. I want to see it get up a little bit more, and I'm probably gonna miss it here. Yeah, the news doesn't seem, yeah, I missed it, or I missed the entry I wanted. The news, it's integrated high fidelity forklift vehicle model exported as FMUs into NVIDIA's, enabling two-way communication. I don't know. It's not a partnership. It's just they're using their stuff. Because the partnership, the collaborations, not financial advice, but I have to be cautious of those. But if they're just using their stuff, I don't really see why this PR is that great. So if it pushes back towards 3, I'll get an entry, but I think I might have missed it. NSRX getting wrecked. Boom. That was a nasty VWAP fail. So is AIRS. I'm still holding those runners too. Have an order waiting at 203 just in case. Well, actually, I canceled that order to do my stop order, so I don't have an order anymore. So I got a stop order at 231, but if it gets to about 203-ish, I'll probably get out. Just let it keep dying. Tempted to start getting in here. Small. Yeah. I might start scaling into this. First order filled 295. Small. Bigger order at 320. I'll do 319. Yeah, I don't look at volume, so I definitely didn't know that. Gosh, this thing got destroyed. Man, I love this market we're in. Just need to start taking more advantage of it. Meaning adding a little bit more size pre-market. Anyways, I'm in CYN 295 fill. Oh, I thought you were talking about NSRX. Look at this, having the highest volume candle in a mood to be red candle. I haven't even seen a red candle and see what come on the 1 minute. What was this one? Oh yeah, that one definitely was. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Sounds like there's a. But yeah, I'm holding. I wish I would have got a bigger fill. Keep saying this, but this one was just going to scale in up to 320. But in it from 295, I think the news is trash. I'm gonna hold it. Could it bounce here at VWAP? Yeah, but since I'm not very big, well, I'm gonna trim here because now we're at the top of this first move. So I'm gonna trim a little here, I guess. and then hold the rest, see if they die. Here we go. Adios. Trimmed a little bit here. 260. Well, I got filled at 270 though. So 270. I only enter 1,000 shares, so I'm only holding a few shares now. Cool. 3 for 3 this morning. Even though the first one I probably shouldn't even count. CTMX. It was basically break even, but technically it was green. Even if I only made $5. Just kidding. It was more than 5, but it wasn't much. Let's go. Deceased. Stop 266. And the reason I'm doing that is if I stop out, I still make good, but it still gives it an opportunity to keep diving. It could bounce here on the, what is this, the 50? Oh, we're on the 1 minute though. So it just stopped me out. So 295 I already forgot where I got out at. Let's see. The 295 to 279, 270, and 266. 1,000 shares, not too bad. NSRX, beautiful flush. Again, still holding 500 shares on AIRS. I'm just gonna, I gotta stop at 231. Dang, I hate when I get partial fills too, especially if they immediately flush afterwards. CING. Why does it do this? Where it says it's disconnected. This one I bet has a baby float. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's a bigger market cap. 8 million float, 136 market cap. Yeah, there's definitely scalping opportunities when it pushes towards highs. I mean, it just flushes, but I don't really like this price action. It doesn't look super liquid either. But to each their own, but I'm not really interested in this one. Yeah, 166,000 shares have been traded on it, up 15%. You probably could force a trade, or I probably could force a trade here, but I'm good. Look at NSRX. And y'all probably seen those live streams where I've taken shorts on phase 2 and they actually run. And then this is what we're in a slow market, and somebody challenged me one time. We're like, "Why do you short phase 2 news?" I was like, "Well, it really depends on the market we're in or how the people perceive it." And this is a tiny float Israeli, and the reason I keep saying Israeli is just because all the chaos in the Middle East, Israeli's still kind of relevant right now. So small float, phase 2 news, and Israeli, and just got destroyed. And here's a good example of CTMX. This is why I don't like the bigger market caps, because they tend to end up doing this. Like, they might give you a flush and opportunity, but then they just kind of like level out and stay there. And I like these ones that just, so I stopped out at 231 on AIRS, still a good, nice gain on it. But NSRX, AIRS, and CYN, pretty solid flushes on them so far. Oh, good call, CJ. Some warrants at 653 on NSRX. I don't have an order, but why does this one keep on fighting? I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm gonna set an order at 254. How about that? I'll do an order of 254. If it wants to make a quick little flash up there, and 259. So if it gets a little overextended again, I'll take a position. Okay, those are set. I don't think it's going to get there, but let's see. Pretty good session so far. Oh, and for St. Patty's Day, free trial to the Discord. I don't do this much anymore. I'm going to stop it tomorrow. If you've been interested in joining, it's a good time to join. Oh, and all the members that's on. So I hope y'all saw what I posted over the weekend, by the way. So we changed that room to bear alert rooms, where we, instead of member alerts. So anything that's posted in there will be heard in the member alert live stream stage. So if you see anything, post it there. And for the people that don't want the annoying Discord notifications, you can just sit in that room and hear what everybody posts. Because the chat, since we're growing so much, I think we got 128 members. There's a few bots in there as well for some of the stuff I do with Discord, but the point is the chat room gets a little chaotic at times. So I think we're at this stage where we need a separate room. So that's what the bear alerts is, FYI. I don't want that to end though, J Money. But we have some good conversations in that chat room, so instead of telling you that, we just created a new room. Would you play CYN again at VWAP? Yeah, I would, mainly because it aligns with this level too. So I would get a starter there. I might get a chance here soon. I wouldn't go heavy there. Pre-market, I don't play a lot of VWAP whenever it's still in like potentially front side. Well, we don't know yet. We got to let it play out to see. But if, for example, what's BIAF doing? So when something confirms its backside, and you're playing like the backside of it, I'll play VWAP. But we still haven't gotten that confirmation on CYN. We all know it's backside because the market's trash right now. So I would be very surprised if this one makes new highs. So I'm not going to add a lot of sides, but once I can confirm that things are backside, you know, it's already hit VWAP once, failed. VWAP's gotten lower. It comes back again to hit it. I'll potentially add more size to it, but I don't play a lot of VWAP in pre-market. Just because I like the front initial move. And when things really heat up, you probably won't see me play it too much. because there'll be a bunch of opportunities. But yeah, I would play it for this one though. Look at NSRX, round trip, phase 2 news. So y'all remember this one, because I'm gonna get asked again, like why am I shorting phase 2 news? Because a lot of times they'll do this too. And y'all have heard me say in the past, it's kind of like 50-50. Like sometimes phase 2 takes off, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe 60-40. Most of the time it does have at least a decent move before it gives back. It's your favorite topic, J Money. You've already brought him up, I think, 3 times on this stream. Good morning. Yeah, phase 2 is, I mean, again, I'm talking about the moves it makes. They'll still make strong moves, but yeah, phase 2, even if they pass phase 2, passing phase 3 and then FDA approval is a battle in itself and very time consuming. And then a lot of times, even if they do get the FDA approval, they spent so much money on the testing that they need capital. So you usually see a raise around that time too. Unless they get bought out by Pfizer or some other larger pharmaceutical company. Can y'all see the new member alert channel in Discord? J Money, can you see it? The voice hub? Because I see a couple people on the live trading floor. That's the wrong one. I don't know if that's because they couldn't see the member alerts. And we've gotten a few people join the Discord. Cool, but make sure your Discord is connected in WAP or I'm gonna have to add you manually. I don't know, and it's not y'all's fault, it's a WAP issue. Like, it's about 50-50. I have to manually add people. So when it's that high, it's probably not y'all, it's probably the system. So let me just make sure your Discord, you add your Discord in WAP before you join, or I'll have to add you manually. And Cool Hand Wolf, just got you in, bro. Added you as a member. ARS, just got my fill. Both fills, let's go. Because I had an order at 254 and 259, so let's see what happens here.
NSRX.
8 o'clock, we get some more PRs. This is a great time for a pop because there's a good chance we'll get money rotation. This is my favorite time for a pop, actually. Here we go. Look for profit around 231, 232 at VWAP. I'm only in 1,500 shares though. 500 was added at 254. 1,000 was added at 259. Let's go. Here we go. Easy money. And I'm out. CYCU's pushing. Got me a quick stab on it. What's the definite agreement? I might get out here. I'm out at break even. Let me do some more research first. Dang, I should have stayed in. That's all right. I'm never mad at myself for being cautious. I'm mad when I'm reckless. Definite agreement to acquire Washington, D.C. based federal cybersecurity firm, a deal that the company says will be immediate EPS. Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out. I don't like definite agreements. ARS still dropping. Probably shouldn't have closed my whole position, but it was such a nasty move. I couldn't help it. Yeah, and again, that's probably why I didn't do very well with Trade the Pool, because you're not really, you know how I just got in and got out and just because I didn't like it anymore. So if I don't like a play, I don't care if I'm up $5, down $5, up 500, down 500. You know what I mean? I'll bail on a play. But this one, I just don't. Definite agreements I usually don't love. We're in a good market condition for it to tank, though. But again, it feels more like a gamble to me, so I'm just going to sit this one out. And if y'all are in it, I hope it flushes for y'all. My wife is talking Romanian downstairs. I don't know who she's talking to. I didn't know she knew any other Romanians. CTMX. I mean, in this area. The reason I brought it up, sorry if y'all hear it. I ended up making 500 bucks on that flush in a matter of like 30 seconds on AIRS. I got in at, my position was $1,504, got out at $1,002. So made 502 just like that, with just small size, guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even trade heavy. I'm still, you know what I mean? And it's not about me bragging. It's about like our edge. Our edge is so strong in these kind of markets. CYCU, look, it'll probably end up tanking too. But again, like I said, I'm trying not to get mad at myself for being cautious. I get more mad at myself for being reckless. But it's nasty flush, guys. Let's go. Hope some of y'all are banking. What? Yeah, NSRX with red, time to size up. You're 100% right. Because like this, like that last one, CYN, I mean, that was only 1,500 shares. Yeah, you're right, J Money. Yeah, ARS. That's the play of the morning, though. It keeps. I hope it pops again. Rinse and repeat until it proves me wrong. But that was a perfect time for a pop too,
NSRX.
because as soon as it popped, it was 8 o'clock. I talk about money rotation, and then CYCU took off, and that was all she wrote on AIRS. Appreciate it. It's Justin, but I'll take it. I'm happy for you, John. Or you can just call me Bear. It's funny, the name I get called more than, probably more than Justin is Jason. Well, what a morning. I play more size and called COIN and AIRS and have made nearly twice my daily profit goal. Let's go, John. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed I haven't added size. Look at CYCU. Everything is flushing. Everything. We're about to round trip with a definite agreement, and this agreement, it looks like it's going to greatly benefit the company too. That's why I like short selling though, and because we kill it in bear markets, we kill it in hot markets, we kill it in mediocre markets. Ross and the other longs can throw as much shade as they want at us, but look at this move. Do we have to adjust our strategy some? Yeah, no, for sure. But like, there's not a market that I haven't been able to like have success in where I know his people are not, they're not banking right now. I can promise you that. I missed it, but I intentionally missed it. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. If I known it would have did this, I would have stayed in it. But uh, again, not financial advice, and I got to be careful what I say because I'm actually a little bit more reckless than I present myself at times because I have to be, but or just more high risk. Let's say that, maybe not reckless. Um, but the point is, everything's flushing right now. Or most. Again, I got to be careful what I say. Most things are flushing.
NSRX.
When is the Bear Wall Street movie coming out? When I can focus on this entirely. And my life isn't that exciting anymore. I didn't quit all my Wolf of Wall Street habits. So that movie would be lame. LGVM was moving. I didn't even see that one. Jelani, out 192 CYC. Wish I just knew to bet my whole account today. I know, it's so hard not to YOLO. Oh, LGV in, coming for a retest. I actually sitting pretty good on the morning, so I'm probably being a little too cautious. I probably should just press. $19 million float, 28 million market cap. It's earnings, so I'm gonna sit it out. No, they didn't fix it. Cadence Fisher. No, they didn't fix it. I don't really like Trade the Pool. I just gotta be careful what I say though, because they're an Israeli company and I looked at what I signed and I gotta be cautious what I say. But I'm just gonna tell the truth. So that's, I mean, that's all I try to do anyways. But they don't give the best fills. And it doesn't work with my trading strategy very well because it's a good for one stab, one exit trader. That's not me. I'm managing positions, I'm cutting, I'm adding, you know what I mean? Like, so not the biggest fan. I do have one funded account right now though, but I haven't done much with it. I'm trying to save it mostly for halts. I blew up one account and I still have one. I did get funded on it, up a couple grand on it. But deep down, I blow it up too. I just don't care for it that much. But for the right traders, and there's still people in our group that's gotten funded. So for the right traders, I think it's decent. But I think you have to be a better trader than with a real account. But if I just use it for my 4 a.m. and halt plays like I intended, I think it's good for that. But not for just like everyday pre-market scalping. Yeah, Jelaine, that's always been the internal battle with me because even my size accounts, y'all know I keep my accounts small. 25K account, when it gets to 50, sometimes even 45, I'll knock it back down to about 27. I say 25, but it's usually about 27. Just to give me some room if I do take a bad trade. But this would have been the time to go heavy the last month or so. Like I said, I'm all green this month. What I would do to have added 2, 3, 4x size this month. Which is weird. March just usually heats up some. I think with all the chaos in the world though, obviously that makes a difference. I'm watching LGVN just tank right in front of me too. But again, it's earnings. And all these strict rules I have, they're mostly from hot markets. Right now, like I was saying, everything's flushing, so my rules are probably a little too strict. But you'll see when it heats up. Y'all will appreciate some of these rules, but I probably should have been a little more relaxed with them in these current conditions because, like, look at it. Everything's just flushing. MTEK. Israeli, 6 million float, 14 million market cap. Governmental defense entity, no. And if this one flushes, this is ridiculous. This market might be a historically. I like this type of market though, because you remember those markets we went in where there was nothing popping though? I like this market where at least it pops and then everything fades. But this one says drone, defense, it's Israeli. So if this one flushes, if I was along, I would just pack up, go back to sleep. Do you treat Israeli same as Chinese? No. I normally don't care too much about if it's Israeli or not, but with our current you know situation, World War III, uh, Israeli is it should be relevant right now. But look, like we're about to see it flush. You know what I mean? So it's an Israeli company with a government defense in the headline and drone. So if this can't hold its gains, I don't know what can. But no, normally I don't treat Israeli companies that way. Is there some sketchiness sometimes? Maybe, but I haven't really noticed too much of a trend. It's mostly like Cayman Islands, Singapore, Hong Kong, Chinese. Those are the ones I'm usually the most cautious about. Israeli, most of them are, whatever companies. I treat them kind of the same as Canadian companies or, whatever. But in this current condition we're in, you would think they would be somewhat hot. And they were for like a couple days, but that's already died too. ACWB, big pop here. $6 million float, 3 million market cap. I'm about to play this 78 cents retest. I might already start scaling in. Let me get some locates. What's the news? Why does it pop like this? Oh yeah, I'll play this one. So I'm grabbing locates now. We have broke high, so I'm gonna let it keep pushing a little bit. But I do have my locates. Ooh, 95 cents. I'll bet the farm. 95 cents to $1. I'll bet the farm. I might scale in before then, but I'll add heavy up there. So I got my. Wait, I don't have buy. Oh, no. Don't mess me up now. I had an open order and it jacked up. I don't know why it jacked up my buying power so much, but I'm kind of scaling in now, guys. I'm adding size. I want to see it push a little bit more. Watch this be the one I shouldn't add size to, but I'm going pretty heavy on this one. I just hate these cheap it jacks up your buying power though. These under $1, so I can't add as heavy as I want, but I'm in. I'm decent size. So let's see. Let's dig into this PR. Oh, it's preclinical research. So we saw what phase 2 did. This is before phase 1. Oh, I'm banking now. Hope it keeps falling. I'm gonna let it fall some. So if phase 2 news didn't hold up for NSRX, it's hard to not come to the conclusion that a preclinical study should really push too hard. So I personally think it's going to go down, but let's see what happens. And again, if not, I have some orders waiting up at 89 cents and 94 cents. That's why I was running into my buying power issue, because I have orders stacked, and if it's under $1, it uses up way too much buying power. But this could catch momentum, so let's see. Again, I think it's going to fade because that's why I'm playing it. But let's see if it puts up a fight first. These cheaper tickers have been seems to be holding their gains a little bit better. These sub-dollar tickers, but again, this is pretty clinical. I just don't think there's much hope for it. Yeah, I'm kind of chasing this one, but I added a lot in this area that it's currently in. But again, I have a little bit of size at 89 and a little bit of size at 94. So just hanging around, waiting for it to drop. I like that 8:30 is 6 minutes away, so there's a good chance we'll get some money rotation as well. But maybe we'll get another sub-dollar to pump. But again, feeling good about this one. It's having a hard time making that second push. Here we go. Let's see how hard we fade. Keeps wanting to bounce at VWAP. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like. Oh yeah, the 1 minute looks pretty good. It says offering, so what does it say? Yeah, the low means there's no active S1 or shelf registration. Medium means there's a shelf registration capacity between 1 million to 10 million, and high means they have an active S1 or shelf registration over 10 million, or warrants that's they can exercise. Their offering frequency is red, dilution's red, cash need is red. And just because they don't have one now doesn't mean that they can't, whip something up soon, but they have a history of doing, so they're high for frequency. That means they have 4 more offerings or at the money usage in the past 2 years. And they're under $1, so NASDAQ will be knocking on their door soon. If they're, I'm sure this is NASDAQ, yeah. $10 million. putting up a little bit better fight than I was expecting, but let's see. I'm fine if it wants to push again. I got orders waiting at 89 and 94. Prefer it just to fade, and I'm probably going to wrap up the session, but if it wants to fight, I have some orders a little north of here. And trade the pool, none of our people can even get in to trade the pool right now. So again, I gotta be careful what I say about them, but you can form your own conclusion with that. They got like open orders and stuff right now. And again, guys, after this trade, after it flushes, I'm probably gonna wrap up. But like I said, for St. Patty's Day, doing a free trial for the Discord. I'm only gonna do it for 2 days though. The trial's longer, but the entry for the free trial, I'll do it today and tomorrow. So if you've been sitting on the sideline, potentially wanting to join, it's a good time. No market open today. I don't want to give my money back today. We'll see. We'll see what 8:30 brings, but I'm sitting pretty nice. I think I'm 4 for 4, 5 for 5 today. Again, one of those was break even basically, but I might hang out a little bit longer. CYCU is negative. Oh my gosh. Look at this. A definite agreement. LVGN, look at it, flushing. The one I decided to add size to is hanging out the longest, of course. But 30 seconds until the 8:30 PRs come in, and I'll be surprised if this doesn't flush. Yeah, appreciate all the likes, guys. How many likes are we? You're asking about me going into, see if y'all deserve it. 20 likes? Come on, guys. Appreciate it, Ben. Call these people out. So I'm an idiot and I signed up for the free trial with a different email than my Discord. Do I need to try again with the same email to get access? What's your name? What's your name? What's your Discord name? So just click the link when you sign up for the WAP, and it can be any Discord. It doesn't have to match, but you need it to match. Like, so WAP somewhere, I don't know where at. So we're getting a push on HCWB. Again, I like it when they do this at money rotation time. So I have orders waiting at 89 cents, but it should flush here. Let's see. Yeah, just shoot me a message in WAP. I'll get you fixed, bro. Since we're still talking about live stream, let's talk about that, trades. But just shoot me a message on WAP if you don't have access. But it doesn't have to match the same email. $8:30. Am I missing a play right now? The IRS is pushing again. Yeah, all the trade the pool people. Oh, okay. I got you added already in there, bro. But I think this is the candle. We make the leg down. Let's see if I'm right. Dang, no 830 PRs is still attention away, though. Dang, this thing putting up a little fight, though. I'm in the money, but I want to catch a little bit bigger move on it. Dang, this thing is putting a preclinical. I mean, what in the world? Again, it's all good, but out of all the news today, I didn't expect this one to put up the most fight. Appreciate it, bro. And again, I told myself I'm gonna start saying this more though, because at times I make it look easy, but there is high risk with short selling. You know that. So just especially if you're newbies, start slow, be cautious, avoid the high risk plays. You'll see me, take on more risk, but that doesn't mean you should. Do I think we have an edge? Absolutely, but again, days like today make it look like easy money, and it's not always easy money. So just make sure you just don't dive in too aggressively. And my results are not typical, even though a lot of people in the group do very well. It takes time. So ACWB, again, I'm surprised out of all of them, this one's fighting, but I don't mind if it pushes again because I have size at 89 and a little bit of size at 94. So bro, you hit your J-Money, you hit your Ross quota for today. You hit it. You exceeded it, I think. You exceeded it. Yes, sir. Just paper trading for now. Good, 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 good. Yeah, this thing's hanging out. I don't like playing the leading volume gainer going into market open, so I'm ready for it to pack up its bags and dive. Using. I hear you, J Money. But yeah, the reason why I'm interested at 95 is see how it's like wicked down here a couple times. So if it gets up there, I'll add a little more size. I'm only in 5,000 shares now, so that's why I wouldn't mind for it to push to 89 to get even heavier. But I don't want to add them all here just in case it does have one more little pop in it. So I have 5,089 and 5,094 waiting. And of course, this is the one that I'm hanging out. AGRZ is back. So was that the salad company? Yeah, this might be a play intraday if it wants to make a push. That's when they usually make the pop. So first day, big move. Second day, not much. Third day, sometimes they'll. I wouldn't be surprised if it tried to test $1 though. But the third day is usually when you get that that little pop. Sometimes they'll retest highs in hot markets. Sometimes they'll break it, but at least retest it. And then most of the time you'll just get like a little mini pop. And since $1 is only about 20 cents away, I wouldn't be too surprised if it tried to flirt with that at some point. Yeah, I just got a text message from a trader I respect. Told me to add size, so I'm gonna do it. First exit will be 71 cents. Maybe 72. I'll do 72. But again, I wouldn't mind it to push 90. I would love to be in 10,000 shares of this right now. We're kind of in no man's land now. Yeah, I don't know if Denny's on today. Denny, are you on? Oh, I'm missing all your teammate. Did you wake up and say your prayer to Saint Cameron? You talking about J Money? My man Denny's on. Should have known. Thought you forgot about me, Denny. We met up this weekend and we forgot it was St. Patty's Day. Gosh, it was popping. I don't mind, being too crowded, but I wasn't mentally prepared for St. Patty's weekend downtown. So yeah, guys, I'm just hanging out watching HCWB, waiting for it to make its leg down. If you see anything else, let me know, but as of right now, that's the game plan. And I'm gonna try to do my first cover before we get to the 9. So it's sitting at 71 cents now, so that's why I moved it up to like 72 cents. Just in case it wants to bounce off that, I want to do a little cover before then. But again, I don't like holding the leading volume trade going into market open. I think that's bullish. So I would like for this one to go ahead and dive or make its quick little pop to 90 cents and drop. I just don't want to hang out in this area too much longer. My concern is not that I'm just more just talking through my thought process with this. So just another little tip. Leading gainers going into market open. Can they flush? Yeah, especially in these markets. But when things are hot, be cautious of that. Be very cautious of that. But I mean, 9:30 is still 45 minutes away, so there's a lot can happen before then. But that's what I'm saying. I just wanted to go ahead and make its move. Go ahead and flush up or pop, whatever. Just do something. I know, Denny. That's what I was. That's why I said I was running into buying power issues. Oh, and he posted that in Discord, not here, but yeah, no, it. That's the thing I hate the most about these, because I picked the wrong one to add size to, because TradeZero requires so much more margin for these. Excuse me. Death candle on HCWB incoming. I think so, J Money. I think so. Where's the still sitting at 71 cents? Seeing some decent size on the ask, but this thing's a fighter, that's for sure, especially for preclinical news. Dang, now we done moved the 9 up to 74 cents. Okay, I covered here. And I messed up because I forgot to pull that other order at 72, so I'm completely out now. Well, maybe this was it Ross say, not Ross Cameron, Ross the painter, happy accident. So I'm actually out. So I hit 2,500 shares at like 73 just to make sure I got a fill, but I forgot to pull the 72 order, so both of them got filled. But still a decent play. Like 82 cents to caught about 10 cents on 5,000 shares. But this one could round trip. That's why I didn't want to cover them all. AIRS. Dang, this is another good play. This thing won't give up though. It's almost a little sketchy at this point. Dang, look at HCWB. This is why I didn't want to cover them all. This thing probably about to round trip. I don't know. I got a weird feeling about AIRS right now. So I'm going to just watch it. AGRZ. Similar setup, like I was saying, first day big move, second day sideways, third days you'll usually get these little pops. Almost the same price range. Around $1 probably wouldn't be a bad entry, because look at the bottom side of this. These 2 wicks down. Oh, this is about 95 cents. Then there's some congestion here about $1. So yeah, I'm gonna let it move a little bit more since this is a third day setup. Similar to AGRZ, what's it doing? Yeah, similar story. Is this the same? Was I looking at the same play? Oh yeah, it's the same play, no wonder. Yeah, so AGRZ, I was like, this is the same chart. If it gets to $1, it's probably a entry, but yeah, I want to let it push a little bit. Comparing 2 charts, the same ticker. Oil is falling. Let's see what USO is doing. Yeah, here it goes. We probably get to $1. USO, right? Why is oil falling? Yeah, you're right. It could be a decent short for some of these oil plays. But all these dang pops are flushing so good now, I'm probably just going to focus on them. What is BATL doing though? Now you got me curious. Let's drop it. If it breaks below what, 17, it'll go to 15. Breaks below 15, it'll probably go to 13. All right, I might wrap up here soon, guys. We'll see. Maybe I'll wait for the 9 o'clock pops, but I'm having a good session, to be honest. 6 for 6. I think a blind man could have been 6 for 6 today, though, with everything flushing. AIRS, I just have this feeling, I can't explain it, but I feel like it might give us another little strong push on it. So that's why I'm not playing it here on the retest. If HCWB round trips, I'm gonna be sad because I wanted to hold half my position. But I actually covered both of them. Oh, it's done. It's cooked. It's about to go down, I think. Let's see if 70 holds up. Nope. $263 order. Just because I'm stuck in it. AIRS. I mean, it's been dropping, but I can't figure out why it's showing strength. And see how it's kind of like trending up right here. Y'all know I suck at drawing on these charts. I probably don't even need to. Where's my little thing? Oh, here it is. So like, it's clearly, crap. It's clearly trending up right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if it tries to make like a little breakout move here soon. I don't know why, but it looks like it might. I like whenever they make these pops and it comes back down and it makes another pop, makes a new low. But this is kind of trending like it wants to just take off in a second. And I could be wrong, guys, because everything's flushing. Everything's flushing. But if we were in a hot market, this pattern I don't love. Jeez, this is why I wanted to hold some. But all good, all good. Good session regardless. I got a little excited and covered too quick. I got I'm getting a hat made that says should have held, and that'd have been today would have been a perfect day to wear it. I'm watching AIR. This is J Money. I'm watching AIRS for a pop to low threes. If it gets there, I'll hit every button on my keyboard to get an entry. Here we go. Let's see if it breaks this little trend. It's probably cooked though. But again, I just don't love this the way it's looking right now. And there's just not as big of a move as earlier too. New high. I'll stab it again at 3, like 298. What was the float on this one? Yeah, it's got a decent float though. Oh, this is a bigger market cap, 151. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, the whole time I was playing it, I didn't realize that. Overlooked it. 151, is that right? Let me double check FinViz. It's saying over 100 million as well. I'll probably leave it alone. I got a line up here at 330. What is that? Yeah, I might take a stab up here, but I'm not rushing it. Once I saw it's a pumper moving it, who's pumping it? And which one we talking about? AIRS? It's a weird one to pump. 17 million float and 115 million market cap. Who's the little pumper? We're waiting, J Money. Keeping it secret? Are you pumping it? All right, guys. Well, 9 o'clock's in 2 minutes. I'll see if there's any 9 o'clock PRs, but I don't think I'll live stream into market open today. There's no reason to. The bull? Who's the bull? You said it like 4 times. What do you mean? I haven't seen you say that once. So we're getting to 3. I'm not going to play it, but it's probably not a bad short there. Bro, you said his name like 5 times today. Now all of a sudden you're scared to say his... Oh, I see what you're saying. Got it. Because you hit your quota. I'm putting it together, J Money. Too smart for me. But AIRS is pumping to 3. So like I said, I don't think this is a bad entry, but I don't love the market cap on it. And I don't know the story behind why it's pumping like this. Again, I kind of called it. It was setting up to do something like this. But I think there's a good chance it does come back to reality here. $320, I'll take a stab though. Even though, like I said, if I was down today and wanted to force a play, I would get in right here. Because I don't think it's a terrible entry, but again, I don't know why it's making this move, so I'm gonna let it push a little bit more. But man, it is tempting. I got it, J Money. Makes sense now. Yeah, I don't blame you for being in. But not financial advice. I don't know what I'm doing. Just a YouTuber. So 9 o'clock, I didn't really see anything. So I'm probably gonna wrap up here soon before I give it away. But I'll be active intraday during the in the Discord, but I think I'm done for now. And like I said, free trial for the Discord. I'm gonna end it tomorrow. Not the trial, but the entry to get the free trial. Doing it for St. Patty's Day. If you're interested in joining, this is a good time. But on that note, I will see y'all tomorrow. Good luck if y'all are playing AIRS.